Are you doing okay? Do you need a break?
No.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one. You're doing an awesome job. Look at these pictures of the puzzle. If we took this piece and put them together, we would have this. Two of these pieces go together to make this puzzle. Tap the two pieces. If you want to change your answer, tap the piece again. That is correct. Pieces A and C. Which of these pictures go together to make this puzzle?
Come on.
That is correct. Pieces B and E. Which of these pieces go together to make this puzzle? That is correct. Pieces C and E. You had to turn piece C to make it fit. Which pieces go together to make this puzzle? That is correct. Pieces B and D. You had to turn piece B to make it fit. Now look at piece A. It is incorrect because you would have to flip it over to make it fit. Go ahead. Great effort. Let's go to the next subtest. You're going to hear a story from your speaker. First, you will hear a beep, then the story will begin. When the story is over, keep it right here, please. When the story is over, you will hear 2 beeps. Then you tell the story back to me. You do not have to say the story exactly the same. Just tell me everything you can remember. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Chi was driving along Highway 41 when he saw a car pass by with a cat driving. He called the police and asked them to watch for a blue minivan. 2 hours later, the officers spotted the car. The cat was holding the steering wheel, and his owner was operating the accelerator and brakes. The man was charged with reckless driving, but no charges were made against the cat.
Tell me anything you can remember about the story.
Mr. Chi was driving on Highway 41 when a cat passed him. A cat driving a cop vehicle passed him. He called the police, and 2 hours later, they pulled the cat over. The cat was steering while the owner was controlling the gas. The cat didn't face charges, but the owner did. Reckless driving.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I don't like this.
In his first lecture at a small university, a professor was describing the laws of probability. To demonstrate these laws, he took a coin from his pocket and tossed it onto the shiny floor. When the coin landed, it spun around 3 times and then came to rest vertically on its edge. The class applauded. Even though he was not a mathematician, the professor estimated that the chance of the coin landing in this position was approximately 1 in 6,000.
Tell me anything you can remember about the story.
This professor dude was doing his first lecture on probability, and to do so, he flipped the shiny coin onto the floor, where it spun 3 times before landing straight up. The class applauded, and he estimated that the odds of this happening were 1 in 6,000.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This summer, a museum in London is featuring a flea circus. All of the performers are slightly larger than a pinhead. The trainer says that while some fleas are hard to teach, others have easily learned many tricks. They can perform stunts like walking on a tightrope, swinging from a trapeze, and jumping off a high dive into a water-filled thimble. They can even do sword fighting. For the grand finale, Hercules, who is known as the strongest flea in the world, pulls a toy train that is 4 times his size.
Tell me anything you can remember about the story.
This summer, a museum in London is having a flea, whatever you call it. They are just bigger than a pinhead, and they can perform many tricks, including tightrope walking, sword fighting, jumping into a thimble full of water. And for the final act, a flea named Hercules pulls something. Can't remember.
Is that what you remember? Are you ready?
Yep.
The hurricane bore down on the northern coast on Friday. Winds up to 120 miles per hour knocked fishing piers into the ocean and destroyed between 40 and 50 homes. By 2 o'clock, the waves were up to 13 feet high, causing officials to ban swimming at many beaches. The streets were covered with so much water that people could see fish jumping. For people living by the shore, the best advice was to go inland until the storm passed.
Tell me anything you can remember about the story.
On Friday, a hurricane hit from the north with 120-mile-per-hour winds. It tore down fishing piers and 40 to 50 homes. So much so, fish were jumping out of the water, and officials recommended people to move inland. There's something with 3 or 13. I can't.
Let's begin the next text. I want you to tell me all the different things you can think of that you can eat or drink. You will have 1 minute to name as many as you can. When I say begin, say the words as quickly as you can. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you need me to reread the directions?
No.
Okay. Begin.
Strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, oranges, apples, celery, lettuce, broccoli, cauliflower, cucumbers, red potatoes, sweet potatoes, yellow onion, white onion, red onion, whole grain bread, white bread, Italian bread, sourdough bread, salmon, tuna, cod, mahi-mahi, grouper, snapper, halibut, shark, bass, northern, hamburger, pork, filet mignon, chicken.
Okay. Now I want you to tell me all the different names of people you can think of. You will have 1 minute. When I say begin, say the names as quickly as you can. Are you ready?
That's crazy.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, begin.
Justin Jefferson, J.J. McCarthy, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor, Brian Kelly, Harrison Smith, Randy Moss, Tom Brady, Trevor Lawrence, Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, Denzel Washington, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, Mac Jones, Trent Williams, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Drake May, Ramonde Stevenson. How much longer do I have? I can keep going. Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet.
Okay. Now I want you to tell me all the different animals you can think of. You will have 1 minute. When I say begin, say the animals as quickly as you can. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
Cat, dog, chicken, horse, cow, pig, shark, whale, tuna, salmon, cod, halibut, grouper, shark, goldfish, zebra, lion, giraffe, elephant, hippo, rhino, tapir, panda, red panda, kangaroo, crocodile, alligator, emu, wallaby, tarpon, arapaima, catfish, hawk, eagle, bluebird, robin,